Year 1, welcome to this week's science lesson. So this term we are starting a new topic on identifying materials. But before we've learned all about that, we are going to have our just checking questions, and that's to see what you remember from last unit, last term and last year. So let's start with last unit. Animals that are omnivores eat blank. What word goes here? Animals that are omnivores eat, what do they eat? Well done if you said meat and plants. Okay, so because carnivores, what do they eat? Meat, yeah, from other animals. And herbivores, what do herbivores eat? That's right, plants. And omnivores eat both meat and plants. Okay, question from last term. True or false? Humans are a type of animal. Okay, well done if you said true. They are absolutely a type of animal. And bonus points if you can tell me what type of animal are humans. Okay, well done if you said mammals. Humans are a type of mammal. And last year, if I put a stone in water, it will sink or float. If I put a stone in water, it will most definitely sink. Well done if you've got all of those right. Okay, so as I said, our new topic this term in science is identifying materials. So our big question is, what is a material? What does that word material mean? That's what we'll be finding out today. So our learning objective is to identify a variety of common materials, and our steps to success to get there. I know that an object is a thing that can be used. I know that materials are what an object is made from. I can name common materials, and I can identify objects made from a common material. Now, last term, we had our powerful person was Sir David Attenborough, and we learned all about David Attenborough and his life and all of the amazing things that he has achieved. And this term's powerful scientist is Charles Mackintosh. Now, he was born on the 29th of December, 1766. So a very long time ago, almost 300 years ago. And he died on the 25th of July, 1843. So again, a very long time ago. And he was the inventor of waterproof fabric. Now, I want you to pause the screen for a minute here to talk to the person with you about what do you know about the word waterproof. What does waterproof mean? What does it mean? And then secondly, what do you own? What belongs to you that is waterproof? So pause here to talk about that if you're grown up. Okay, so waterproof means that water cannot get through it. Okay, so you've got a few things at home that you need to be waterproof in order to keep you dry. For example, you might have mentioned a waterproof jacket, waterproof coat, so that when it rains, you don't get all wet underneath it. Or something that you might enjoy splashing in puddles with, wellies. They need to be waterproof so you don't get soggy socks. So we're going to be learning all about Charles Mackintosh this year as well, this term, sorry. Okay, so a material is something that an object is made from. So wood, for example, is a material that you can make lots of objects from, like tables, chairs, toys, and lots of other things. So I want you now to pause again with your grown-up to see what materials you can think of. Make a list of any materials that you can think of. Pause here. Okay, we're going to list a few common materials in a minute, and what they're used for, and you can see if you've got any of those that are on your list. So the vocabulary that we're going to be using in today's lesson: object, as we said before on the steps to success. Object means a thing that can be used. For example, a door, chair, car, tables are all objects, we use them. And a material, materials are what an object is made from. So here are some common materials that we are going to be talking about today. So firstly, plastic. What's this material? Wood, metal, glass, paper, fabric, and stone. So wood. Wood is a natural material which comes from trees. There are different types of wood depending on what type of tree the wood comes from, such as pine or oak. So this tree trunk is being cut up so the wood can be used to make different objects. What are these all made out of? Plastic. Plastic is not a natural material. That means it's made in factories through a special process. Plastic comes in lots of different colours and can be used for many different things, such as toys, containers, and bags. What material are all these things made from? Metal. Metal is a natural material. It's found in the ground. There are lots of different types of metals, such as gold, silver, copper, iron, and aluminium. Glass. Now, did you know that glass is actually made from sand? So that happens when sand is heated until it's so hot that it forms a liquid, and special chemicals then added to make the glass. So glass can be very fragile and can break easily, as you'll know. And most glass is transparent, which means you can see through it. Okay, stone is a natural material that can be made into many different things. Sometimes it's used as it is, and sometimes other things are added to it to make things like bricks. There are many different types of stones. Now look at the picture here of this house. Where can you see rocks and stones in this picture? Pause here. Okay, so there are some that are more obvious than others, I think. If you look at the wall here, you can see it's made out of stone or bricks, as is the house. These bricks are made out of stone. But then some others that are maybe not so obvious. We have some paving slabs here, also made out of stone, out of rocks. And lots of roofs as well have slate tiles on them, and slate is a type of stone. Okay, and fabric is a cloth that's been made by weaving or knitting fibres together. And fabric can be made from materials such as wool and cotton. Fabric is used to make clothes, to cover furniture, and for many other purposes. And here you can see a picture of a farmer shearing his sheep, as we talked about in last term's geography unit. And wool, as we know, comes from sheep. Cotton comes from a plant. But wool and cotton are both examples of fibres that can be used to make fabric. And here are some examples of things that can be made with fabric. Now, time for your challenge, your activity. So your challenge is to have a look around your house and see how many objects can you find made of each material. So each of these materials on the screen here: wood, plastic, stone, glass, metal, paper, fabric. How many objects can you find made of each of those? Okay, so we have our bronze challenge is to draw an object for each material, so an object that's made out of each material. Silver star, to draw and label an object for each material, so draw a picture but label it too. And then gold star challenge is to make a list of some objects that you find under each material. So more than one object under each. Okay. And don't forget to send your completed work into year1@thepalmeracademy.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.